Today we're making crepes. Crepes are great because they can be savory or sweet, and you can put fillings in them that the whole family will love. My name is Shauna Alvarez and I'm the executive chef here at America's Grow Row. I'm really excited. This is the first breakfast recipe that we've done here. Sometimes breakfast is the one meal that you can get together with your family to eat. I know that's true in my house. Saturday morning breakfasts are usually a time when we can get all 5 of us around the table, and so we want to make sure we included some breakfast options. So we're making crepes, which is just really fancy pancakes. It's pretty simple, and the reason we chose that is because they're totally customizable. We're just going to show you a couple simple options, but really if you can imagine it, you can put it in a crepe. Let's start by making the batter. To our flour, we're going to add salt, milk, and eggs. Whisk really, really well until all of the lumps are out as much as possible. If you have a food processor, a blender, or an immersion blender, this is a great thing to do in a blender. The crepe batter can be made the night before, which really cuts down on prep and cleanup when you're getting ready to cook. So just store it in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Test the consistency and add a little bit of milk if it's thickened up overnight. Drizzle the melted butter into the batter while mixing. This is a nonstick pan, so this pan does not need any butter or fat to help the crepes loosen, but if you have a pan that's not nonstick, you might want to add a couple tablespoons of butter. Part of the reason we put the butter in the batter as well, though, is to help with the sticking. So you want to put about the amount you would use for a normal pancake, and then you just want to take the pan and kind of encourage the batter into a thinner crepe-like circle. You're going to cook for about 20 seconds on one side. You'll know it's time to flip when the air bubbles have risen to the top. They're teeny tiny though, not like pancakes. They're even smaller. And the color of the crepe usually changes from a pale white color to more of a yellow color. Flip it over using a spatula and your fingers very, very carefully, and cook on the other side for about 10 seconds. All right, so now it's time to fill our crepes. And the thing about crepes is that they can literally be filled with almost anything you can imagine. Here are some things that I have put in my crepes that my kids love. So Nutella is always a winner, and you can layer that with fresh berries or with jam. If you have frozen berries on hand, you can make a little frozen sauce, warm them up with some sugar and lemon. That's delicious. On the savory side, I like to think about crepes as a vehicle for leftovers. So if I have roasted vegetables or something like ratatouille, you can put that in with some cheese, some feta cheese or goat cheese, and roll it up, and it's a delicious way to use leftovers. Today we're going to use eggs and greens to make a very savory breakfast style crepe, and then we're going to use a classic peanut butter and banana or peanut butter and apple, which are things that my kids really like as well. So I have some cooked greens here. We're going to put that in first with some scrambled eggs. You can add cheese to your eggs. You could add the greens to the eggs when you're cooking them if you want. I'm going to use a little hot sauce because I love my eggs spicy. And then I'm going to wrap this up just sort of in a roll. I'm going to put it over here. So that's my savory one. And then for sweet, we're going to take the peanut butter and spread it out. And you can use any kind of nut butter or sunflower seed butter. This is where you get your kids involved. Cut up some fruit, apples, bananas, berries. Roll it up. So we have our sweet peanut butter and fruit filled crepe here, and our savory egg and greens crepe filled here. To differentiate between the two, you could drizzle them. You could put honey or maple syrup and a little cinnamon maybe on the sweet one. And you could top this one with maybe some salsa or some scallions, some fresh herbs. I hope you enjoy this month's meal. I'm really excited to hear what you put in your crepes. If you come up with any creative fillings that your family loves, please reach out to us. You can get us on anywhere on social media or through our website. Happy cooking!